Alright, hello everybody. Today we're going to be watching the absolute grand final of the winter season. And it is all coming down today to Pramo versus GG. Yesterday, Pramo were able to come out on top of Naps in a best of 7. I believe they won 4-2. Unfortunately, I was not able to stream that, but we did. There were some really great games, so hopefully we get to see some really good matches tonight as well. Now, Hellas is going to be the first map, which is going to be an interesting map to watch. Pramo. We've seen Pramo play on this map before. I'm not sure if I've seen GG play on Hellas, but Pramo, I remember, like playing towards the seaside, I believe. GG are gonna be taking 5 IS4s and 2 Krans. Pretty straightforward lineup there. Lots of heavy tanks, of course. Pramo are gonna be taking 3 Krans, 2 IS4s, an E5, and a Vickers Light. So, they've got a little bit more flexibility there. They've got the Vickers, which could prove to be quite useful on this map, especially early on to see where GG is going to play. However, GG might just Iron Fist their way through the heavy caps there and try to catch Pramo off guard if Pramo do try to play split like they do sometimes tend to do. Now, for GG, I'd assume that it's going to come down mostly to focus fire. I don't think with only 2 Krans they're going to be playing towards the seaside. I'd imagine they're going to be playing for the 2 caps on the heavy side. I think that's going to be A and B cap. I would expect an aggressive strategy from GG here, so we could see some pretty early aggression there. Pramo, again, I believe they like playing towards the medium side, towards the C corner. So we'll see we'll see what each team decides to do here. Hopefully we get to see some dramatic plays. But we're kicking it off now. Best of 9. Hellas gonna be the first map played today. Of course, it's gonna be one side for each team. So twice on this map, I think. It might be different for finals. But in any case, here we go. Pramo versus GG, kicking this championship game off. And let's see where each team is off to. I was actually wrong. It looks like GG is going to be playing mostly towards C as well as Pramo. Even Steven going towards B alone. Let's see where Tanner is going to spot here in the Vickers Light. Going to get some important information for Pramo. Now, if you see here, Kakati's actually set up in a position where he shoots anything coming down this lane. Pramo hasn't actually spotted all that much. Tanner just didn't go into the bush there. The bush is a little bit of an aggressive play. Could have overextended as well, so he's not going to be going into that bush. GG were ready and were prepared to shoot at anything that was there, so Pramo being very cognizant. Oh, good shot there into the lower plate by Sierra. So Pramo get the first shot of damage into those GG tanks. Whitetails is spotted crossing towards C. Right now, I would say that Pramo have a little bit of the advantage here. They have a good bit of information on GG. However, GG does have some sort of a trap, it looks like, over on the A cap. Neither team has actually gone for their close cap. B is now just about to get capped by Tanner, it looks like. Although he spots GG Assassin, might get a shot into him as well. Assassin has used the reticle calibration buff. I think he's trying to get shots into Rob, and Rob is starting to take some damage there. Gets shot twice, I think. However, we have GG are bleeding a little bit of their hit points as well, but they've got 3 tanks losing HP. Pramo mostly focused on 1. GG have the hit point advantage, but that's simply because they did not take a medium or a light tank. As you can see here, their setup is pretty passive. Pramo trying to creep up on them as well towards the middle area. You've got Tan too strong and even Steven. Tanner as well in the Vickers Light coming over and getting some spots on this A lane. Ryguy taking a hit in the IS-4. And it looks like Pramo actually have control of this area, even though they only have one E5 here. The Krons are in positions where they can shoot at tanks that attempt to push on Sierra. Sierra is well covered for now. Tanner does get spotted pulling out of the B area, but doesn't get hit, so ultimately not that big of a deal. And it looks like he maybe just baited them. Let's see here. Whitetails has been chilling on this area for a bit now, and again, Pramo have a little bit of an advantage in terms of information. They're able to gather more information with their Vickers Light as well. However, GG has been hiding Kakati in the Kran there pretty well, honestly. Let's see what he's doing, actually. It looks like he's just covering the middle lane in case Pramo tries to push some tanks up towards there. Jenny Kim and Canadian Impact would also be able to have shots on that. It's gonna come down on Pramo to make a push somewhere, and it looks like that's what they're doing right now with even Steven and Tan too strong pushing over towards the A cap. GG Assassin might get jumped here. Even Steven now spotted, Tan as well. Assassin now pulling back a little bit. Pramo making an aggressive play onto that A cap, trying to get some damage in possibly. Kakati is now spotted there. So Pramo know that they really can't push this very easily. Jenny Kim and Canadian Impact can hit them hard should they decide to cross on GG Assassin. Pramo then know that their options lie elsewhere. They're gonna have to make some rotations somewhere else. And for the time being, of course, Pramo being down on caps are gonna have to make the play. Ultimately, it's gonna come down to them. GG are going to have to react though, so GG by no means have that much of an advantage, honestly. They do have the caps, so that means they don't have the pressure of coming up with some sort of rotation, but they have to be very quick on their reaction. And here you see Pramo is going to be making the aggressive play onto C, looking for the kill on Whitetails possibly. Yeah, they're going to be trying to pincer him. Sierra and the double Krons going on to him here. He is absolutely boxed there. He is going to get knocked out very quick, and that means that Pramo are going to get the cap advantage now. They've got a counter push going on even Steven. Kakati is getting onto the A cap, and it looks like maybe Assassin going over for the B cap. Pramo getting the C cap though. And they're going to be losing, they're going to be picking up I Am Grogu there as well. Ryguy might go down as well. I don't think this is going to be win for GG. They haven't even picked up even Steven, and they've lost 2 tanks already, and they're about to lose a third on Ryguy. So they are going for the caps controls. They have A and they have B, but that was definitely not the play. Again, they had to know what they had to come up with some sort of a plan to come up with a Pramo push, but they definitely did not deal with it well. They are able to pick up even Steven, but Pramo only has 40 points of cap left, just about, and they're gonna get it from C. GG are just too low on the caps. Even though they do have 2 caps in their favor, they're not going to get enough points to beat Pramo out at this rate. They needed to pick up kills, and they are not going to get them with these positions that they have here. So Pramo picking up game 1 in a pretty good rotation over there, over towards the C cap. Whitetails was a little bit overextended there, honestly. Not getting the support of GG. I would have imagined that the GG would have rotated over towards the push, but no, they rotated away and tried to go for caps. Although, at that late in the game, that was definitely not the play. If it was maybe an earlier push, that could have worked, but even still, losing 3 guns and only picking up 1, definitely not going to be a good trade at all. So GG end up dropping the first game, Pramo with a solid first win. Finding their bearings early on. Pramo's going to be taking a TVP instead of a Vickers, but they've also got a T22, a good mobile pair there. TVP can put a big clip into anything, and the T22 can finish it off with the DPM. Pramo is also going to be taking double E5s and triple crans. Meanwhile, GG going to be sticking to a fairly basic lineup again, triple crans and quadruple IS4s. No mobile tanks there, might hurt them later on. But GG have been running this sort of lineup basically the entire season. They have most of the time foregone any sort of mobile tank for whatever reason. That seems to work out for them, at least most of the time. Although I do think that it does hurt them in some matchups, especially in this one. If they're not able to shut down the T22 and the TVP, they are going to be hurting. But we're gonna jump right into game 2. 2-minute counter has expired between the matches, and Hellas gonna be the map again. Spawns are swapped though this time. Alrighty, let's see what comes of game 2. Pramo versus GG Grand Finals. Tanner is gonna be playing somewhat aggressive towards that C side. It looks like GG consolidating their tanks. They've got Jenny Kim and Assassin going over towards the B side. Gonna be a fairly similar strategy as last game, honestly. GG Assassin is already on that B cap. Nothing from Pramo is gonna be resetting him either. Tanner is spotted in the TVP. I'm not sure. He does get some good spotting off though, so that was definitely a good poke there. Doesn't get punished either, so very nice for Pramo. Now, Whitetail's pushing up might actually get caught out if Mako decides to push forwards and clip him out here. And let's see, Mako gonna be peeking that now. Getting some shots into Whitetails. There we go. And Korakora's gonna be clipping out as well. Whitetails taking 2 shells for free. Definitely not the best trade there. Gakati getting shot in the lower plate by Ghost Ranger. Even Steven and Ghost Ranger both gonna be controlling that corner there. And GG really can't support these tanks all that well unless they push really far forwards. But if those E5s do decide to push forwards, like up to here, nothing really is going to be able to get some good shots in them. But GG is moving their tanks forwards. Pramo, if you can see here, actually have 3 tanks on the other side of the map. GG might actually just go for a counter push here. However, they're not going to be crossing in front of those crons just yet. Grogu gets shot and tracked though. GG just bleeding way too much early here, and Pramo looks like they have control of the game so far. They're down on caps, but they have a really good HP bleed going on here. Even Steven taking the first shot of damage here in this corner brawl. Kakati getting clipped out and shot by those double E5s. Push going on. You can see here Assassin and Canadian Impact going to be coming around on those crons, but Pramo has already rotated pretty quickly. Mako has bled so much HP, but look, GG have 3 tanks that are below half. Now it's going to be 4 tanks below half HP, and Pramo just lost their first tank, but they can pick up the kills here. They've got one on Canadian. They could have another on Kakati. Whitetails just went down. Kakati's about to go down as well. Even Steven, though, gets tracked there. Rai Guy trying to help out Kakati. Oh, botched shot there. Even Steven could have had the kill, but bounces on the turret as he face-tugged him. I am Grogu going down quick in the middle. Ghost Ranger goes down. This is going to be coming down to focus fire. Both teams have about the same HP, but Pramo have 2 guns above them. Again, GG. Oh, kill picked up there. Sierra is going to be putting his gun into the game. Tanner is pretty low, but he can just get out of there with the mobility of that TVP. Jenny Kim taking some hits there, but really GG can't get any mobile tanks to basically focus fire. And look at this. Pramo is just going to be focusing on Rai Guy, but GG really can't focus on any tank themselves. So I would think this game is coming down to Pramo again. The gun advantage just too much in their favor. Now Assassin is going down low, but really he had to get into the fight here. Jenny Kim down to 1 shot, gets picked up, and Pramo cementing their second victory against GG. Yeah, I mean, GG just getting bled out early. Pramo were able to push those crons up aggressively and put some shells into them as they crossed. They got good map positioning as well in the corner. And Kakati and I believe Raigai both kind of bleeding out there in the corner. Not gonna be the best play from GG there. Pramo did have 3 tanks on the other side for a very short period. GG thought they could get the gun advantage as Pramo were taking A. They thought they had the overmatch, but that overmatch quickly disappeared as the TVP came around with the T-22. And even still, they were able to get shots off all the way across the map, I believe. So while those tanks were out of the fight, their presence was certainly felt. And again, GG just bleeding out in the beginning, not going to be helping their case. Additionally, GG are taking triple crons and 4 IS-4s. That's going to be a lineup that really doesn't have that much DPM. They have to rely on really fast focus firing and really good target prioritization. But if Pramo were able to spread their tanks out just a little bit and keep some sort of good fallback positions available, as they did there, any GG push that came in towards them head on was kind of doomed to fail, honestly, especially after bleeding in the beginning. I got someone in the chat, can I rap commentary? I don't think I can rap at all, so I don't think I can do rap commentary, unfortunately. Maybe I'll do it as maybe I'll practice it for like a quick tournament or something. Thank you for the donation though. Very much appreciated. Alright, so Game 3, Dynasty's Pearl is gonna be the next match, or next map played. Again, we're gonna play on this map twice, so it's gonna allow each team to kind of readjust their strategy between the 2 games. But if you see here, the HP is in the advantage of GG, and that is thanks to the quadruple mice that they're running. They've got a Kran, and they've got double 50Bs. Let's see if GG are able to put those 50Bs to good use. And Pramo is going to be running a single mouse, triple IS-4s, double Krans, and an E5. Actually, no mobile tanks there from Pramo, surprisingly. I would have thought maybe they'd keep a T-22 as well. Pramo do like their mobile tanks, and they're able to use them well. Pramo going to be going for the aggressive strategy nonetheless, getting onto the C-cap extremely early, and going to be setting up positions to get shots into the B-cap should GG try to make a play there. Whitetails is also getting pressured on, even Steven coming around on his side. Rob getting a shot in across. I believe Chip HE'd him, and oh, Pramo's going to be making the aggressive play onto Whitetails here. The 50Bs from GG are going to have to make a quick rotation, but look how far out of the fight they are. Going for a really safe play there. Ooh, Whitetails is just absolutely crossfired there. There's nowhere he can really get out, but GG Assassin and Raige are going to be pushing in to try to help him out. Meanwhile, they're just causing a commotion here. The double mice of Glory and Kakati gonna be pushing in. Whitetails is getting focused out though. Those 50Bs really need to come in and start getting their clips into the game. Cora is gonna be kiting them though. Jenny Kim with the full clip just gonna be chasing Cora. Ooh, the 50Bs really need to get those clips working, and soon, because Pramo is tearing apart the rest of the team. Raigai is now down to 978 HP. Cora just about gone. Jenny Kim able to pick up the kill, the first kill for GG, but GG are already down on HP. That push just came way too late. Raigai, oh, triple tap there, goes out of the game. Kakati's gonna be next too, and Assassin's getting worked on as well. Canadian Impact with the 50B just clipped out. I'm not sure where his damage went either. Jenny Kim putting a clip into Tanner. Canadian Impact is also gonna have a clip lined up soon. Ooh, but somehow GG are able to slow down the hemorrhaging of HP that they had early on. Tantan now down to about half HP. Chip is a one-shot now. Tanner, ooh, Tanner not getting clipped out by the 50B completely. Jenny Kim now putting his clip into Raikkonen. Rob is poking out as well. Kakati goes down as Chip goes down as well. Tantan too strong. Hasn't been able to get much damage into GG Assassin. Oh, but Jenny Kim in the 50B is getting focused out. Might get picked up by even Steven here. Ooh, big roll there. 445. And this is going to be game for Pramo, it looks like. They're down on HP, but again, the kills are not coming in for GG. And this is going to be a really quick 3-0 lead for Pramo. Again, this is a pretty good map for Pramo. Pramo have historically been strong on Dynasty's Pearl. Canadian Impact with a clip, but he gets double tap before he's able to get it off. Glory, single mouse left. Is he able to clutch up here against a 3-shot IS4, another 3-shot IS4, a 1-shot E5, and a 1-shot, 2-shot IS4. Not sure, but he doesn't even have the caps to rely on. Gets a good shot into Raikkonen as he goes across. Good tracking shell, make him slow down. Even Steven looking for a shot into his lower plate. Tanner gets a shot as well. Raikkonen with another. Tantan and Gloria is down to 347 HP. Looks like there's not a whole lot he can do at this point. Just gets absolutely demolished there by those 4 Pramo tank remaining. GG just making a super long rotation with those 50Bs. They knew that Pramo was going to make a really aggressive play onto Whitetails in his Kran there. And they just didn't get those 50Bs into the game fast enough to make a difference, in my opinion. Pramo, guns blazing, with a super quick pickup on that Kran, basically snowballed the rest of the game in their favor. But again, Pramo with a stunning 3-0 opening there. GG, I'm not sure if this is a legitimate strategy or if GG are kind of losing hope here, but they are playing 6 E100s and a single IS4. Pramo going to be taking 2 IS4s, 2 Krans, a mouse, a VK, and an E5. I mean, this might be a legitimate strategy from GG. Let's see. Dynasty's Pearl is a traditionally heavy tank map, but Pramo might just be able to play map positioning on them on the C side, and again, just play for resets on B. However, if GG do have some sort of sneaky strategy lined up, let's see if they're able to make those 6 E100s work. Geez, I can't decide if this is a legit strat or not. Tanner in the single E5. They might just push him straight up pretty aggressively to get some spots early. Again, GG just absolutely foregoing mobility in favor of just heavy tank, and I don't think it's working for them, honestly. Hopefully, this matchup goes for more than 5 games, because 5-0 would be absolutely devastating, and we wouldn't get to see more matches. So hopefully GG can kick back into gear here. Pramo, though, might sweep them. Again, Tanner in the E5 is going to be pushing aggressive with the speed boost, getting some spots off on those E100s. The E100s from GG actually going to be playing on the C cap as well as B. This is going to be kind of weird terrain for them to fight on. Canadian Impact, Whitetails, Jenny Kim, Glory are all already spotted. You've got some shots going in, but really not a lot of damage, and GG are just bleeding out so much. They have done like no damage either. This isn't really looking good for them. Glory gets penned in the turret. Again, the E100 just, while people might think that it's just all that armored, it's really not that much of a super heavy in my opinion. It's pretty easy to just go through the turret, and you can see there, Pramo is just absolutely buttering Glory, and he can't do anything about it. Pramo have already picked up an E100. This isn't looking good. The E100 is just not even focus firing. This just isn't looking good for GG at this point. There it is, tanks all over the place, but nothing's getting focused out for GG. Pramo has 3 E100s down to less than half of their HP. This just looks like a slaughter, honestly. The E100s just weren't able to put those guns into play early on. Pramo were able to bleed them as they pushed across. This is exactly what I thought would happen, honestly. Whitetail's going for the shot into Tanner, but Tanner's going to get away with the speed boost. Has a kill shot lined up for even Steven, but again, look at this. There's only 3 tanks against 6, and that gun advantage is just going to be... yeah, that just didn't look good at all for GG. Pramo just absolutely butchering those E100s as they pushed across. Just Jenny Kim and Whitetails left. Phew. Man, Pramo is just looking absolutely godlike right now. There's just nothing that those E100s could do as they pushed across. It looked pretty bad at the start when they were getting bled out, and basically the only shot of damage that came in from those E100s in return was less than 100 damage into even Steven HE shell. And oh man, GG is not looking good right now. Pramo already up 4-0 in the first 4 games. GG absolutely need to step it up here. Pramo looking like they are on their way to a 5-0 victory in the grand finals. Let's see, GG's going to be taking triple IS-4s. They've got 2 E5s, a Vickers Light, finally a mobility tank, a mobile tank, and a Kranvan. Pramo's going to be taking a Vickers Light as well. They've got triple Krans, 2 IS-4s, and an E5. Now, obviously, best of 9... you're going to need 5 wins to win it all. So that means that Pramo is 1 win away from winning this. And again, that's going to put a whole world of pressure on GG. They cannot drop any more games. But again, the momentum is 100% in the favor of Pramo. But at the same time, they cannot get complacent. All they need to do is win 1 more game, and they will be the champions of the winter season. GG, though, have basically a whole mountain to cross before they can call themselves the champions. 5 wins back to back to back to back to back to win. And the chances of that are pretty low, honestly, especially when you've just been battered down 4 times. Now let's see if GG are able to pull at least 1 win and extend this championship matchup to the 6th game. Now Pramo is going to be taking that Vickers Light actually towards the A cap, not going to be spotting up towards C, interestingly enough. Whitetails is going to be spotting towards the seaside to see if any Pramo tanks will get spotted. Ghost Ranger is pushing forwards. Whitetails does not want to get spotted early on. He thinks that maybe there's the Vickers just chilling in the back. Assassin gets spotted going onto the C-cap, gets reset by Ghost Ranger there. I'm not sure where he got penned, just the upper plate by Heat. Rob is spotted in the Kron though, and he does get hit. So this is not the absolute worst opening for GG, and it looks like they might be able to pick up some kills here. Whitetails though does get hit in the Vickers, bleeding a shot of damage already. Tanner now going to be getting onto that A cap, it looks like. Maybe not. I think it would be in Pramo's best interest to just push, or not push, to get their tanks ready for a kill game. However, it might come down to caps, so Tanner's just picking it up anyways. It looks like GG really don't have any options to push here, so while they did go for an aggressive play, they don't have really a clear path to push for. Now, a lot of the time when you make a push, you want to push for position. You can't just push straight into where the enemy tanks are and expect to win, because if you don't push for positions after that, you're just going to be stuck in a bad place. Even if you pick up a lot of kills, if you're down on positioning, you can definitely throw the game there. But look at this, Tanner actually gets holed up by Kakati and Whitetails in the Vickers. He might actually get counter pushed and picked up there, but he isn't a Vickers. He might be able to get away. Pramo's actually going to be taking this counter push. Canadian Impact is absolutely hammered by those Krons crossing with the reticle calibration. The Krons have basically clipped out that, so they're going to be pretty low on DPM, but they are pushing for the crossfire on Glory and Jenny Kim. Chipotle's life is also just pushing straight through onto that C cap, getting the cap. Whitetails is getting bled out, but he is able to pick up Tanner. Kakati now getting onto the B cap. Glory bleeding a little bit, but oh man, these two tanks are going to be in a lot of trouble if those Krons are able to push with support. But Ghost Ranger pushing forwards, gets crossed there, crossfired as he crosses there. Even Steven pushing forwards. Glory is just about to go down. Even Steven gonna be pushing forwards for the kill. Oh, but Chip snipes it from over on the other side, and Chip is just gonna be getting away safely. Pramo need to keep their tanks alive now while picking up the kills, and it looks like they're doing a pretty good job of it. Chip is on that other side there and is able to stay safe. Look at this, Pramo just doing such a good job of keeping their tanks alive. Grogu getting, oh, triple tap. Kakati with a good kill shot on even Steven though, but it's 3 guns against 5. Again, GG can't pick up the kills. Kakati coming in with the full HP, but Assassin is just about to go down. Oh, Kakati might have the kill on Chip. He picks it up, but he's full health in the middle of 3 tanks here. He needs to push for the kills. Kora. Oh, really good shot there by Mako. That track shot slowed him down just enough. Oh, Kakati's gonna be going for the kill on Kora, but he gets shot by Ghost Ranger in the turret, and he bounces the first shot. This is not looking good. Oh, Kakati just about down, and Ghost Ranger picks up the kill, and now it's just 1 tank left for GG. 1 tank and a dream. They've got 2 caps. They might be able to pick this game up on caps. Pramo need to go for the B cap as soon as they can, but they can't do it with Kora, and they can't do it with Ghost Ranger. Mako spotted pushing for the B cap. Whitetails might just be able to clutch this game with that single cap, but he cannot die. That just is not an option. And it looks like, oh, GG look like they're gonna pick up this game on cap. Ghost Ranger pushing behind Mako for the B cap, so Mako's gonna be screening for him, but he's not gonna be able to get onto A in time. And GG picking up their first win on the night by caps. 1 tank against 3. Technically a Kolobanovs in the championships, but as they say, if it works, it works. So they were not able to win the brawl on the C cap, which is interesting because they did have positions on Pramo, but Pramo just again able to bleed them out before the brawl happens. GG just not doing a good job. It doesn't look like they want to hold on to their HP. They're just bleeding absolutely insane amounts before the actual main fight happens, and that is 100% hurting them in these games. But they have some renewed hope. They picked up their first win, so they are not getting swept. And that's something that they can hold on to hopefully build up some momentum going into these next games. Pramo, though, still in the driver's seat here. Only 1 win away from picking up the championship here and being able to crown themselves as the grand champions of the winter season, of the first winter season that Wargaming has ever done. For Blitz, that is. But GG gonna be switching up their lineup a little bit. They've got a mouse, 3 IS4s, a Kran, an E5, and a Vickers Light. Pramo going to be taking 2 IS4s, 2 E5s, 2 Krans, and a Vickers Light. GG is most likely just going to park that mouse in the town for some B resets, but I think, honestly, again, when you play a mouse, it's fairly obvious on most maps what that mouse is going to do. And if Pramo are able to pick up on that, I think they might just have a free kill lined up on that mouse. But let's see. Pramo gonna be sending the Vickers of Tanner to spot aggressively. Whitetails is gonna be playing for the A cap, similar to what happened last game. Tanner's gonna be playing C, but Whitetails is gonna be playing towards A. Tanner gonna be trying to get some spots off. Canadian Impact actually gets spotted in the Kron pretty soon. Tanner is on the C cap, but GG don't really have any tanks to reset. Glory now pushing forwards. Tanner takes a shot at him, knowing that he had the peak advantage. Wasn't spotted. He is still spotted, though. Probably didn't think he was spotted, but look at this. Pramo is going to be pushing aggressive. This is basically a mirror of what happened last game, it looks like. Ghost Ranger gets spotted. Sierra gets spotted as well. Even Steven and Rob pushing around far corner. But GG is getting crossfired. Glory takes a lot of damage from those Krons parked by that B cap, and Pramo have this strat lined up for something like this. And GG really can't do anything about those Krons, so they might just get punished by that crossfire over and over again. Jenny Kim is able to chill here by this rock, though, but it's gonna be absolutely necessary that he does not bleed his HP. He is getting shot at, heat shells flying in his direction, but he's actually decently safe there as long as he minds his profile and doesn't peek the back out for those Krons to hit him in the side. GG Assassin now spotted towards that B cap. Tanner poking forwards, trying to get some shots into him, but Assassin is paying attention to him. Rob was able to sneak the C cap, but Assassin now getting onto the B cap. Looks like he's gonna be accelerating the play here. Pramo gonna be going for the mouse here. Oh, but GG actually made a pretty good rotation over here. The E5 and the IS4 gonna be coming in to support him, but it might be too little too late. Assassin is getting hit really hard. He's lost most of his HP. Canadian Impact also loses HP on the other side, but Pramo look like they're gonna pick up the kills here. Grogu pushing Mako away, but Mako is now in the fire line for those IS4s, and the IS4s that were getting crossfired before are able to get their revenge on the Kran. Glory is getting pushed on here, though. 3 tanks against 1. It doesn't look like he's gonna survive. He is absolutely in trouble here. He's taken a lot of damage, but he's not down yet. 60 HP left. Canadian Impact coming forwards with the Kran. Puts a good HE shell into Ghost Ranger. Ghost Ranger just about out of the game. But Pramo just have this on HP. They have 3 kills as well. GG were only able to pick up 1. And it looks like GG are not going to be picking this game up. Canadian Impact goes down in the dunes. Whitetails going for the kill on Tanner. Gets a good ram off Tanner with a shot in, but Whitetails has that on DPM. He has a reload as long as he doesn't miss or bounce or something. But he gets the kill on Tanner. But it's not looking good for GG. Gakati trying to survive as long as he can, but he's getting chased down by those 2 IS4s. And there's not a whole lot he can do about it. No one is left alive to support him. Grogu gets tracked here in the E5, but again, there's not a whole lot you can do. Whitetail is trying to get some shots in. Kakati trying to help him out in this fight here. And this time, GG are not going to be able to pick up the game on caps. They only have the A cap and only 600 points on their, basically to their name. Mako pushing forwards. Pramo knows that they've won this at this point. Whitetail is going for the C cap. I guess you just have to keep trying here. Let's see if he can take the C cap. maybe picks up the kill on Mako instead. But Pramo have 2 caps. They've got more cap points. Whitetail is gonna be... not sure where he's going. They're trying to hide behind these rocks, maybe. Able to spot Mako, but he's not able to get up behind those rocks like he had hoped. I think he's trying to HE himself to death, but he gets picked up by even Steven before he's able to do so. And Pramo pick up the final win that they needed. 5-1. GG taking 2nd place. Pramo being crowned champion of the winter season there. Big congratulations to Pramo. They're able to win the winter season championship against GG. 5-1. Pretty good scorelines for them, honestly. Not exactly a sweep, but 5-1 is nothing to scoff at. So, Pramo, crowned champions of the winter season 2021. Good play from them. Again, a lot of those games weren't really that close in the end. GG just were not able to pick up the kills where they needed to. Pramo had pretty good crossfire angles on them set up. And each time that it seemed like GG pushed, they kind of boxed themselves in, honestly. Pramo just doing a good job of staying kind of like on the outside of the fight, shooting at those tanks that were pushing in. They're able to basically not bleed in the beginning either. Again, GG lost a lot of HP early on in those games, so that definitely didn't help them either. But Pramo definitely had their strategies lined up for that. GG just kind of let Pramo have their way, honestly, on some of those games. And at the same time, I don't know if that the 60-100 strat was legit or not, but I don't think it worked out very well. So, the final set of matches ending today. Pramo, the crowned champion of the winter season. Congratulations to them. Congratulations to GG for taking 2nd place as a fairly new team as well. So, definitely nothing to be entirely unhappy about. But, yeah, I mean, that's just about all there is to say for this stream. I will hopefully be streaming the spring season once that comes around. But, yeah, I mean, in the meantime, I'm going to be trying to get some content out, just like some videos, probably some streams. I think those are a little bit more comfortable for me to do. But, yeah, later on, hopefully, I get some more content out. Thank you all for watching these streams, by the way. It's my pleasure to do them, but without you guys watching, there really wouldn't be that much of a point to do it. So, very thankful for all of you that that watch and support. So, I hope you enjoyed the games today. It would have been nice to see a tiebreaker, but that just didn't become reality. But again, thank you all for watching, and I will